Okay, there we go. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. I am live and I think I have everything working. All right, so hello everybody. Hello, hello. I'm doing a quick live. I wanted to come on. Again, I told you guys I would every time Spirit prompts me, right? And give me a second. I woke up today and every time I wake up, I feel the fear. Okay, I feel the fear in the collective, and God told me get control of the fear. Okay, and it can be my fear sometimes too. You know, like I said, I'm going through this with you guys. Okay, and as I've gone down to realize who I am and going through everything I've gone through, it's like, whoa, what are we really going through? I get that. So I am here to talk about that. And I want to explain to you a little bit. I don't like the screen. Sorry, it does that. A little bit about what the heck is Judgment Day, right? The Bible, again, was created out of fear. Okay, so there's that word again, fear. The Bible wasn't created out of fear. Let me correct that. The Bible was manipulated, changed to induce fear and separation. Okay, and so you've got a lot of beautiful people who think they're doing God's work and they're very much so religious, and that's okay. But they're probably afraid as well. Well, or at least they're not afraid because they think they're going to go to heaven, so everything's okay, type of thing. With that being said, there's a lot of misunderstandings going on right now with what's going on in the world. And never would I want to create fear either. Okay. And I know some of us are lost. Some of us are, I almost feel like some people might even be afraid of me. Okay, I'm of the highest light. Yeah, it's weird. Who the hell am I? I moved planets. That's a lot. Like those of you who've been following me know the work that I've done. I've done a lot of crazy work. Okay. And I don't want anybody to come out of this going, I'm afraid of her because she's going to condemn me. Okay. And I kind of got a lot of pushback about that. I got some pushback that way. I don't want anybody afraid of anything, especially me. Like, I didn't create your karma, right? Like, so I want to talk a little bit about what this really is, what's really going on, what is ascension, what is 50 reality, a little bit more further. I think we're all starting to get it, bits and pieces. But when we see these things going on around the world, it can get scary, right? Especially when they're talking about, oh, end of days, these are all predicted. Yes, they're biblical. Okay. So I asked God, how do I help? What do I need to see in order to help? You know, I always do that. I always, ask, hi, Roger. Are aliens coming? We're already here. No, this is live, Roger. I'm right here with you. It's just if I keep it on this screen, it'll go wonky. So I have to see how it starts doing like this really weird thing if I keep it on this screen. So for comments, I'll have to go back and forth. But I'm here. Aliens are already here. I'm one of them, right? So I will keep checking on the messages. Conversation. It's good to see that it's working. We've got major snow coming down here. But yeah, I am of the gods. Okay, we can't deny that. Who can move planets? That's not normal behavior. It's not normal behavior to activate pyramids. I get that. I'm not normal. This is why I had to go through such a transition. I'm not. We all know this. Okay, the Bible talked about Jesus coming down doing this kind of stuff. Okay, not this little girl with long blonde hair that kind of didn't even know who the heck she was at first. Okay, but that's the reality. That's the work that was chosen to be done. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what God showed me. Okay, I said through all my videos, as above, so below. This is about bringing heaven to earth. People have cried and prayed and cried and prayed. They're the minority. Okay, they're calling it, and that makes sense to me. The minority on earth, people, right? Humans, the human race. Okay, let me take it back. They're saying take it back a step further. This is part of my purpose here, is to bring the correct knowledge to earth. Okay, so Atlantis, I'm very much so tied to. We've all learned that. I awakened it, I raised it, I combined them, activated the crystals, and that's when all the earthquakes really hit. Okay, we got that. What does that mean? It's mind-blowing stuff. Atlantis was a beautiful place where we were free. We had all of our abilities. We were a higher conscious being. Okay. We were like 8 feet tall. We would live to like 400 years old. These are true things. Okay. It was real. I've seen it. I died there. Earth was created because, and I know this now, okay, each planet, like this one says, each planet represents a universal archetype, a meaning, a part of the consciousness or the whole of a human being. It's true. I've seen the planets being created. I've seen it in my things. God has shown me this. I saw him. He can like put them together. That's how I saw it. Like universal energy created them. Okay. That's just the truth. I don't care whether you believe it or not or can fathom it. I'm giving you what they're giving me. So when Atlantis became corrupt, we were already a beautiful place where everything was possible. Okay, so Earth was created as a way to make you forget who you were, because if we couldn't handle the power, maybe we can learn to grow without knowing who we were. Okay, so that's basically what happened there as far as understanding at this level. Okay, straight up. Check the comments. Hi, everybody. Hi. Andrea, good to see you here. Hi, everybody. Yay. Okay, good. Because this is really good, important messages. Okay, because we don't want fear. Okay, you guys. And that's what's coming up big time in the collective with everybody. I can feel it in the pit of my stomach. Who wouldn't be afraid? Especially if we live in California, right? You guys were getting hit with snow. Everybody's getting hit with something crazy right now. It doesn't matter where you are. The East Coast is going to get hit hard with weather as well. All right, so how do we not be afraid? How do we not be afraid when they talk about these things as the end of days or blah, blah, blah? How do you not be afraid, right? Like that's nuts. It is. Okay, I love you guys very, very, very much. And I'm here for you. And I'm so glad to see all of you. Roger, Andrea, Amy, okay? All right, we're in this together. And these are really good messages here today. And it's going to make us all feel better, all right? And that's why I'm bringing them forth, okay? So Spirit has told me my purpose is to bring correct info as well. And it's hard because you don't hear a lot of us talking about it this way. So anyways, Atlantis became corrupt. We eradicated that by it drowning, right? It went under. I know I died there. I saw myself die there. And then I had to cleanse my souls there from there before I could raise it. Okay. And then you guys all know that. I sat on Saturn with Hermes, lassoed Atlantis. It sounds nuts. That's how it happened. Raised it and combined them. Okay. So Earth is, all right. So then Earth was created in order to change behavior, in order to allow, you know, the human race to form and people to see how to develop their soul through subconscious realm, not knowing who they were, not remembering who they were. Okay. And this is a lot, but this is what I've been dealing with. This is what Spirit's been showing me. Okay. I'm not a light worker. I'm not exactly a star seed either. They tell me I come from the highest light possible. Okay. Which is why I have a hard time before the ascension discerning reality at times myself. Hi, Gigi. Good afternoon, you guys. I'm going to come on tomorrow, you guys, and do messages. Okay. Let me know you all hear that. I'm going to come on tomorrow, probably 1 o'clock, and we'll just do messages, just straight messages for everybody. I got a job. Miss Bree got a job. I start the 22nd. I'm going back as my RBT, going to work with some kiddos. Okay. So I'm not so stressing about the money. Tomorrow, I would like to come on and just do a bunch of messages. Are you all good with that? Are you all going to join me tomorrow for some messages? Every single one of you. Okay. Patreons especially. Okay. Patrons. Let me know you guys heard that. That's exciting for me. This video is to give you a little bit more information and let everybody know there's nothing to be afraid of. Okay. First of all, if you're all even able to hear me, I'm pretty sure you're ascending. Okay. I'm not the one who determines that. Okay. This is not God's, like I've said, it's not God coming down going, boom, you're going to hell. That's not how it works. Okay. This is karma based. It all determines what you believe in and what you've put your energy towards and how you've treated others your whole entire life. Okay. Especially coming into these, what you want to call judgment days. Okay. So if generally speaking, you're a good heart, I'm pretty sure you're okay. All right. This is about the minority praying for an answer and receiving their answer. Okay. So with that, with Earth being created, it was created in very dense 3D energy, right? Where you forget who you are, everything you had to work really hard to get there, right? Yay, cool. Cool, I'm glad. Okay. Amy says, sounds good. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm really, really happy about it, actually. And I don't start until the 22nd. So I've got time to be here like tenfold, and then I will work around that schedule. I'm not going anywhere as a healer. All right, I'm not going anywhere. This is my number one thing. But now, thank you, Gigi. But now I feel better. I feel freer, right? I feel much more freer and just able to give my gift and not have to stress so much either. Okay. And so that was my point in doing so. It's not that I had to, but I wanted to take off that stress off myself so that I could just give myself more freely. So that's that. I will still be here just as much. I will just change hours. As far as that goes, but I don't start till the 22nd. So my workshop is free and clear and everything. Okay. So tomorrow, Sunday, I will post it and hopefully you guys can all join me and we will just go hard on some messages and things like that. Patrons always first. Okay. So that's the plan there, but let me get back to what this is about today. So I want to eliminate the fear. Big time. That's what we want to do. That's what Spirit wants to do, because if we're anchoring into fear, we're in trouble. Okay. If we're so afraid, we're trying to run from every which way and praying constantly to God, we're not doing what we need to do. We're not quite getting the point. And I want to eradicate anything I may have created as far as fear and confusion goes. Okay. And I asked Spirit how, and this is what they told me to give you guys. So back to Earth being created. Now, in the time of Earth's creation and Earth's doing, it kept becoming corrupt as well. It seems to be a general theme. People come in, they want power, they go over control, and Earth offers a lot of fun, crazy devil's things, or they call them, like the devil's grass is what I think about. That's what they call weed. You know what I mean? Just things that help you escape, and so many things that make it seem fun. And why change that? Now, I happen to know I've only been to Earth a few times, and each time is to change it. Okay. And now what Spirit told me is every time we would come here to change Earth, it would end in more war and it would end in more bloodshed because it was such dense energy. We never got out of that third dimensional energy. And so anytime things would happen, like look at the Bible and what they talked about Jesus. He was pretty much tortured, right? Like what came about out of that really changed the world in a good way? Nothing really. Nothing great, right? Nothing permanent, nothing solid. There was still a lot of bloodshed, still a lot of war. All right. And so Spirit's literally telling me and showing me that this time God decided, the Universal Energies, the Galactic Council, which I'm a part of, decided in order to actually change, we must ascend. Okay. Now, what that means is we are going from third dimensional to fifth dimensional. Fifth dimensional means consciousness. It's not about anything other than consciousness, our ability to perceive in different ways. Now, at the 50 level, you have telepathy, which I already show you guys is possible. Bilocating, which I do. I go up to 12D energies. I have abilities beyond the norm, right? That's what they call me, a master healer. Okay, that goes all the way up to 12D connection. Superpowers, they call those, right? Yes, I have them. It's crazy. The ability to control your energy and use it to push things, to cure things, to that's what that is. All right. And so it's just a level of consciousness and tapping into the abilities that we house. The only way you can do that is letting in more light. Each time you let in more light, you allow those things to happen. You ascend in higher consciousness. So what did I come to do to the earth? I cleansed it of all the darkness. I eliminated all the souls out of Mount Shasta. I activated the pyramids, which I told you are energy portals. That's what they are. I've seen the pyramids being created. They showed me creating them with energy. People like me, beings like me, the original creators, okay? I know it sounds nuts. I'm not God, okay? I just know where I came from now. Yes, Andrea, snow is coming down. Andrea, I love you very much, okay? Do you hear me? Amy says, it's your end of ways, Bree. So happy for you. Aw. Yes, exactly. Yay. I know. I'm so happy about it. So cool. Okay, you guys, make sure you're all back with me tomorrow. We're just going to go with messages. Okay. Card pulls, messages, laughter, and I'm also going to be posting a meditation in the morning. Okay. With that job and the interviews, it kind of took my space for a moment. Plus, I had some healing sessions that were absolutely beautiful. So again, I'm still being the healer that I am. Okay. I just feel more free now. All right. So back to this. So each time we would help Earth, it would end in war and bloodshed. This was the only way to eliminate that, okay? And so when we say it's not the end of days, it's the end of ways. Human race, the humankind, the ones who are already of a higher vibrational light, were the ones asking for help. They're the ones who agreed to all this, okay? It's not like I just came in here by the orders of the powers that be and decided this for you all. Like the whole world had to agree, right? Like a majority of the human race had to agree. Okay, that's what it is. And I'll play a clip of these for you really quick so you can kind of see that as well. These were kind of my verification. I'm like, cool, I have something I can show them as well. So when I use Saturn, Saturn's related to karma. So let's go to Judgment Day. When they call it Judgment Day, it is, but it's your own judgment, right? Like, what did you create your karma to be, right? Are you an evil person? There's that word evil. Don't use evil. Have you come from darkness? Have the lower vibrations? We've talked about vibrations. Remember, I said instead of looking at it as good and evil, heaven and hell, let's look at it as vibration. Is your vibration higher or lower? That's going to determine where you go. That's why I know in my heart of hearts that if you're able to see me, chances are your vibration's already pretty high. Okay? So I want you guys holding that in your heart space. This is not about hurting the people at all. This is a beautiful thing about getting rid of the darkness, getting rid of the low vibrational states. Now, are our children low vibrational? Not usually. They stand a good chance of having a big heart no matter what they went through, right? And so God is saying and showing me we've got to let go of the fear a little bit and know that as long as we are a part of the already higher vibrational state, we have nothing to worry about. Okay? Were you going around hurting people with drugs? Were you going around killing people? You see what I'm saying? Were you killing people? Were you part of the people who were hurting people? So there has to be some discernment there. Okay? I know it's scary, but remember they said it's not everybody's end of day. Only those that cannot be here. And I've told you before, if they're not able to rise to 50, which is not much higher, it's just another level of consciousness. Does that mean everybody's going to have the abilities that we have? Not necessarily, unless they're willing to open to it. They all do, but they still may not quite be there. Okay? And so I want to eliminate the fears. We want to eliminate the fears. All right? Yes, it is. You can call it Judgment Day to a degree, because anybody who's not of a higher vibration like that, anybody who's not of who's supposed to be here, basically has to go. Okay, and that's why I guarantee you we are now coming into exposure. Okay, does that all make sense? Good. I'm so glad to hear that, Andrea. I love you very much, you guys. Are we all good now? Does that help calm the questions maybe? Okay, because that's what Spirit's showing me. I know it's weird to understand who I am, right? Am I of the gods? Yeah, I guess I am, because who can move planets? But all of the light workers help take part in this, right? All of the star seeds help take part in this. We all paved the way, okay? We've all done the work to help raise the vibration and pave the way, or I couldn't have done the work that I did to finally ascend this planet so that we can finally help you and eradicate the dark energies. I would be mindful of those that are going down the dark paths. Okay, so if they can't see God's heart all of a sudden, if they can't see the higher vibrational state, if they're not seeing reality, those are the ones you might want to just steer clear from. Okay, don't anchor into them. Basically, don't choose to anchor into their reality. Okay, that's all you got to do. Does that make sense? Does that totally make sense, you guys? Before I play these couple of clips. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, good. Good. Because I don't want to be afraid and I don't want anybody else afraid. Okay. Exactly how they get eliminated, it all remains to be seen. Okay. That's not for us to worry about. The only thing that we have to worry about is shining love and light within ourselves and our loved ones, and making sure our vibration stays at a good state. Okay. It's hard to know when you're 5D. I hear that. Like, how do we know if we're a 5D vibration? It's just staying in a lovey state, right? Staying with your heart open, staying in a state of what God would do. Would God shun people? Would God say, I'm going to step on you to make sure I survive and I don't care about you? No. Okay. Watch out for those things. But that's it. All right. And that's what God is showing me to give to you guys. Okay. So I'm going to play these things that I found that explains everything that I've said so clearly. Kind of gives you insight a little more into who I am. I don't determine your fate, okay? I can't say you're going to go to hell, you know? I'm saying the people that hurt me very badly, they may have some karma to deal with. And right now it's a karma cleanse. So yeah, you kind of determine your own fate that way. But remember, guys, like, you have got to let a lot of darkness in, okay? And I know you guys already see the light, and so do our kiddos, all right? Our kiddos are affected by us as well. So if we're doing DNA activations, we're letting in more light, chances are they are too. Okay, so I want you to hold space for that as well. And that's what God's showing me also. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play these a little bit. And then I will see if you guys have any questions. And then I'm going to be back on tomorrow, and we'll just go hard on messages and we'll hang out together. And plus you'll have your guided meditation tomorrow morning. Okay, so here's this part.
Each planet represents a universal archetype, a part of the consciousness or
he's hard to hear, sorry.
Of a human being. Each planet is also a great spiritual being.
Okay, so I'm going to read what he said just because it's hard to hear what he said. He said, each planet represents a universal archetype. Okay, I saw it being created, you guys. I'm not kidding you. I've seen it being created. I've told you I went into hypnosis, gone straight to God. I can't deny these facts, okay? But each planet represents a universal archetype, a part of the consciousness or the whole of a human being. Each planet is also a great spiritual being that operates and evolves.
That operates and...
I'm just going to read it as he goes. On other higher planes of existence, with its own nature and purpose within the plan of the cosmic order. Okay, it helps create a balance with the energies and with spirituality and with our soul's purposes, each nourishing and representing each of our energy bodies through the chakras. Okay, and then he goes on to talk about the key one that I'm going to mention is Saturn. Okay, Saturn deals with karma. So if I'm using Saturn, Saturn's been closest to Earth for this transition. It is about karma. And that's where you get it's judgment day. It is. You can't deny that. It's just not what it depicts in the Bible. Okay? It's not like a rod's going to come down and kill everybody because we screwed up. Okay? You can make mistakes. I've made lots. Okay? It's about how are you really open in the heart space? Do you have love in your heart? Okay, does that make sense? If you're able of going up in vibration, if you've had tingling in your headspace, if you're going to my workshops, chances are you're pretty of a higher vibration. All right, and so I want you guys to keep that in mind as well. Let's see what else it says. He's hard to hear, so I don't want to let it just play. I'll read it to you. Other higher planes of existence, let me pause this. Other higher planes of existence with its own nature and purpose within the plan of the cosmic order. Oh, I already read that, didn't I? Okay, so yeah, each representing energy bodies through the chakras. The sun, okay. It's Kinich Ahau for the Maya, Ra for the Egyptians, or Apollo for the ancient Greeks. Okay, so he is the Lord of the sun. Okay, and so that's who they talk about is the gods that relate with each planet. Okay, so there are gods that relate with each planet, and if I'm moving planets, I can't deny that I'm part of that realm. Okay, but it doesn't mean that I determine your karma. Okay, or anything like that. I had to do the work, and I'm in it with you. If I created bad karma this lifetime, guess what? I'm going down too. You know what I'm saying? chances are I'm just fine too. Okay. Do you understand? So we have to hold space for that. It's about those of us that are really, we're already meant to be here, are the ones who are going to get to stay. Okay. Are the ones, if we're willing to understand consciously what's going on, then it's our time to ascend. That's really all it takes. Okay. And so I don't want anybody to be in fear. And remember, I used Hermes to raise Saturn. Hermes is a god and he worked with me. Okay. So these are real things. But it's not as scary as it seems. It's not as scary as the Bible tells us it should be. And chances are, as long as you have a heart and you care about yourself and others, you're good to go. Okay. But the key is to keep your vibration in a good state. So fear does what? Fear kills our vibration. It makes us afraid. It makes us block energy, and we're liable to go where we don't want to go that way. Okay. And so that's the last thing I'd want to do. Is this making sense so far? No more isolating, no more fear. That's right. So let's stay out of that fear. Okay. Because there's no reason to be in fear. And if they're telling me Colorado's safe, I'm saying Colorado's safe. All right. Like the only one that I worry about the most is California. I know Hawaii's getting it. I know the islands are getting it. You know, anything around Fiji and those areas and things of that nature. And we can't control it and we don't have all the answers. But I think if we were all in danger, we would definitely know that. Okay, so here I'm going to give you another one that really explains it well. Let's see, and it's these ones. I'll post the link to these ones as well. Okay, the Pleiadians. So didn't I tell you I'm a Pleiadian goddess? That's what they call me. Okay, so Pleiadians are very relevant. What this does is to prove once again. Let me get through the commercial. Sorry about that. See if you can hear it. If not, I'll do the same thing. I don't know who this guy is. He speaks weird, but they have the information I've been saying to you as well. It's very good. So I'll give you the link to this as well. Sorry about this. I give you what God tells me. It's not always prompted.
Lights. Today I would like to start a conversation about. Okay, so I'm going to read it because I can barely hear. Today I would like to start a conversation about what you have to do in the near future. Okay? How to build your life at the junction of two worlds. The old one, which is crumbling, which we're all aware of that, before our eyes, which is what creates that fear. And the new, which is just beginning to take shape. Okay. Humanity has experienced similar transition periods more than once, and as a rule, they were extremely painful for people. So I already told you guys that. Every time I would come down, or any of us would come down before and help the planet, what would happen? It would end in more bloodshed and more wars, okay? And so that's not what we want. So this is basically telling you everything that I've already told you. All revolutions in the third density world brought people aggression, violence, suffering, and most often ended only with change of power. Okay, so those are lower vibrational traits: aggression, violence, suffering. Okay, and then all it would do is change power, which is why we're not really just changing power into Trump, are we? We're not really just changing power at all. It's about the elimination of the darkness. All right, it's not just going to be, oh, now this one lied, we're going back to this, and we're eliminating it all. And it's intense. This has never been done before. Okay. And that's why it's really good and easy to be in that fear. Okay. So they came with the same three-dimensional consciousness, which means they were not able to create a society living according to the laws of the universe. The only way to do that is to go up into 5D. Okay. Now some of us, like myself, are higher than 5D. So it's not necessarily that we have to be there only. And that's just consciousness. It's what are you allowing to be able to see and to use with your energy. Okay. So I hope that's making more sense and helping to eliminate the fear, you guys. Okay. And in this video, I'll post the link, but they talk about, we are activating the DNA. I told you I have that workshop to activate the DNA, and all of this DNA getting activated is going to help us transition even further. Okay. What they showed me today is I'm doing it for the earth, not just for people. So again, whatever my connection is to the earth, it's different than everybody else. So I'm going to be activating it within the earth as well. Okay. Is that the transition? I don't know. But I do feel like we are all okay. We just got to listen to our surroundings. Okay. If you're told to move, move. If you're told to stay, stay. Whatever's for you is for you. But there's absolutely no reason to be afraid. The human race, the people who are really, you know, the minority here, us, the ones who can even hear me talking about this, are the ones who asked for this, are the ones who are able to receive the higher energies, right? And we're the ones who are moving and transitioning and ascending. It's not about, like, there's no major test we have to pass other than having love in our heart. And as I say that, I see 3333. Okay. Very validating messages today. Okay, yes, we are safe and protected. Okay, so how can I handle the energy when it comes in so intense? Exactly, Gigi. I have the same thing. I've been waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning going, like it's like major influx woof, into my head. And remember, mine's like even more than your guys's. So I'm like, holy hell, like that could kill some people. Let me tell you. Not that it's going to. It's just that intense feeling. And so my suggestion is take it easy on yourself. If you need to take some time out, please do so. The number one answer I can give you, Gigi, and for everybody is to meditate. Practice meditating. Practice calming our mind and dropping into our body. If you can't drop into your heart space, drop into your belly. If you can't drop into that, drop into your legs. Whatever it is, drop into your hands and put your focus there. When thoughts come up, put them in a bubble and send them away. Okay? Another way, you guys, to keep our vibration high. So if that's our main goal is keeping our vibration high, staying in love, best way to do that is what? Move your body, dance, sing, do poetry, be creative. That's why we always talk about being creative. Okay. And so I am a little, you got all these beings talking about these, but I happen to know a little bit more. Okay. And a little bit way of saying, hey, do this, right? And like that one guy I posted, like, that's why he's like, stay in the vortex. He's a little bit masculine. He's a little bit ego still mixed in there. So you have to discern a little bit. But it means stay in a calm state, get out of our thoughts, stay out of fear, stay in a higher vibration, dance, sing, be creative. Know that time is on our side right now because another thing this video talks about is the father of time came into this. And when I first woke up, it came through that I was dealing with the gods of time. Okay, so who is that? Who I am? I don't know if I'm a part of that or what. All right, but I do know time is changing. And so there's no rush is my point to you. In this video, it also talks about everything really coming to like a full fruition by 2050. So that means some time, right? That means that, like I said to you, this event is more than one thing. It's not just one main event. We've already had several, okay? And it's just going to be some more. We've got to get rid of this darkness, which gives another people more time to wake up and see if they can see a reality, which guess what that means? Then they're more into 5D. Do you understand a little bit more now? So it's not so scary, okay? And so it is a process. And as these processes accrue, the full changes will finally take place according to this prediction, not mine, but according to this video, which I'll give you guys the link just because he's so weird and talking. It's hard for me to play it. By 2053. That made me feel better. Like, holy majoli, we got time. We got a lot of time, right? We got a lot more time to still help people ascend, to get through this together, to stay in a high vibration together. That's what it's about. Don't be judgmental. Judgmental comes from a lower vibration. Well, you're going to go to hell. We don't know. We don't know where their heart really is. Only God knows that, and they know that. Okay. And that's what that one thing said is judgment day is not what it seems. You create your reality at your seams. It's karma based. Okay. And this whole entire year, every single one of you have been cleaning your karma, haven't you not? With me, right along with me. Yay! Gigi, she says she did that. 222, yeah. Aw. Aw, Amy, that's because you're getting the waves with me too, sunshine. Remember, you did my pyramid, so that's not surprising that you woke up at the same time I did. I love it. Aw, did this help you guys? I really hope it did. I really hope it did. We've just got to keep our vibration high and be able to go in. You don't have to be like me. I'm from a higher vibration. Oh, see, Andrea, see, you're already receiving the higher vibrations. So there's nothing to worry about. Okay. I don't want you panicking. Don't run anywhere yet. Just relax and just know that we've been a part of this process. Okay. And it's based on your karma, right? Now, how deep does your karma have to go to be determined you're of the darkness? I guarantee you not one of you are. Okay. We just want to be careful not to anchor into anything that we don't want to. Yes, Amy, yeah. She's got lower back pain. Yep, I would do that for sure. So I've been having to do that for myself too. And again, just ground like I told you to ground, right? So put your energy down into her, allow your roots to go down into her and do like a tree would. Just don't go to the core yet. We still can't do that. Okay. And if we are just, we're all being very much so protected. All right. I hope this really helps. I will post the link to these videos for you guys. I don't want you being afraid. If you look at it like the Bible says and those people going around, I can see them all over the place. Oh, God's mad. God's angry. God doesn't get angry. We're here to help. We're here to help. And this is the only way we can finally help without creating another exchange of power and more war and more bloodshed and more vaccines being administered over and over because they were zombifying you. They're changing your DNA. They're creating you to be zombies, period. I mean, look it up. Michael Jaco's even hitting on that now, finally. And I've been talking about that for a while. And then whatever they were doing, they were creating movies out of it and making you pay for your own demise, your own entertainment of your own demise. I mean, it was sick, right? And so how far does karma have to go, you guys, right? You know what I'm saying? So I think we're okay. And that's what God put in my heart to show you guys. And that's what he's putting in my heart for me to realize of who I am and what this is all truly about. Okay. So instead of Judgment Day, it's not the end of days, but it is the end of ways, right? Again, the things that have come up for ways, okay, is a lot of drug use, abuse, putting people in danger, not coming from a place of love. Do you understand? Dark, dark stuff. Okay, and I'm not going to use the word evil. Spirit does not like that. Just dark things, karmic things. You reap what you sow. Remember that saying. How many of us here have allowed people to abuse us just because we are of the light and we kept putting up with it and putting up with it? Every single one of you on this live, I guarantee you have done that too, just as I have. Okay. So I really do hope this helped. I really, really do. I know it's scary and I don't want people afraid to talk to me. I don't want people going, man, if I talk to her, she can condemn me. I don't condemn anybody. I came down and struggled just as much as all of you. You guys have been with me doing this stuff and not knowing what it was and moving planets and nobody being able to tell me what I'm doing and relate. And it's been heavy for me too. Okay. And that's why you also have to be careful not to follow false prophets. We don't want, and then the whole focus on money, like that guy telling me that I was broken because I didn't have enough money coming in right now because I did God's work for this last 2 years. God told me, do this only, and that's all I could do. And am I going to not listen? No, right? So I followed my purpose. Didn't mean I was broken. I got through it, and now I get to go back to part of my other purpose, which is helping my kiddos who have autism and disabilities and behavior issues. Okay, because I'm a behavioral specialist. I've told you guys that. Okay. Roger says you were dizzy at Walmart because of all the amazing low prices. I love you, Roger. Thank you, you guys. See, we needed this. So are you guys down with me coming back on tomorrow with a guided meditation in the morning? And then about 1 o'clock, we'll do a whole bunch of messages. Does that sound good with you guys? Have a fun Sunday, fun day tomorrow. Are we good with that? Is everybody good with this? I will post the links to these videos so you guys can kind of see what's going on, and, and why these things are happening and what we can expect. Okay, they are very much so I don't like how this does this. Like, I need to know how to see my comments without it doing this stuff. So I do apologize. Isn't that good, Gigi? I love that. So let me know you guys are good with this. Let me know you guys will be back with me tomorrow, hanging and chilling and getting messages. That was good. I love you guys so much. Good. I'm glad. Andrea, I love you to death. I told you, girl, I am not like everybody else. Okay. I've got you. Like, we are in this together. I feel you. All of you. Okay. Good. Gigi, good. All right, you guys. That is my plan. Okay. Expect a guided meditation in the morning. And then I'm going to be on at 1 o'clock hanging out with you guys for as long as we need, laughing, talking, discussing, and doing messages. Okay. Cool. Roger, you too. I hope you come back too, okay? Patreons will be first, Roger, but I got you too. Whoever wants to come tomorrow and get messages, it's not donation-based. Just come get messages, healing with me, okay? That's it. Wow, sorry about that wonky screen. All right, you guys, that is the plan. I will post the links to these again in the description right as soon as I'm done. All right. Cool. Well, I'm so glad. So anybody who does watch this, especially to the end and can hear that, come join us tomorrow. I will do another thing for a live so that you can keep watch and do a reminder setting. It'll be at 1 o'clock though, guaranteed. That's the time I'm setting for it. And you will have your guided meditation too, because I do think we need more of those. I do want to help our vibration stay high, and I want to help us stay out of fear, okay? So that's my goal, all right? We're in this together, all of us on my channel, whoever wishes to be with us, okay? All right, I love you guys, and feel free to watch these videos that I did kind of try to show you today. The Secret Universe, they somehow tap into a lot of what I say, okay? And so whoever they are, it's like they channel the Pleiadians. They are part of that community. So it's worth a look-see, and it does help. It does help a lot. Remember, Source always gives me what we need. All right. So take note of what I say. Believe in what I say. I promise you, I've definitely got the info. Okay. All right, you guys. I love you lots, and we will come on tomorrow. We'll listen to some good music. We'll hang out, we'll do messages and healing, and we'll just have fun. Sunday fun day. All right? All right. So much love. And until then, by the way, you guys make the best choices. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.